Welcome. Tonight, we take a closer look at an unusual experiment. One that began with a couple colored beads and ended with a surprising connection to real lottery results. It wasn't designed to predict anything. It wasn't meant to uncover a system. It was simply a way to visualize randomness using color instead of numbers. But when the same color sequence kept appearing in the bead draws, curiosity led to a bigger question. Would the same pattern show up in actual lottery history? So we compared the bead templates to real Mega Millions, Powerball, and double play draws, sorted the same way, translated into the same color bands. And what we found wasn't a strategy, it wasn't a secret, but it was a pattern worth noticing. Tonight, we explore that pattern, how it formed, where it appears, and why it raises interesting questions about the shapes randomness can take. The Mega Millions and Powerball jackpots have collectively surged past $1.2 billion after weekend drawings yielded no grand prize winners. Mega Millions. The jackpot has climbed to an estimated $707 million, with a cash option of $307.7 million for the next drawing on Tuesday, July 21st, 2026. This marks the highest Mega Millions jackpot of 2026 so far. The winning numbers from a Friday, July 17 drawing were 22, 34, 45, 48, 55, and Mega Ball 14. Powerball. The jackpot has jumped to $544 million, with a cash option of $241.6 million for the drawing on Monday, July 20th, 2026. No one hit the grand prize on Saturday, July 18th, but $1 million tickets were sold in Arizona and Massachusetts, and a $200,000 ticket was sold in New Jersey. The Saturday winning numbers were 9, 14, 44, 50, 56, and Powerball 3. The idea was straightforward. What if we replace lottery numbers with colors? Instead of thinking in digits, we'd think in bands. Green for numbers 21 to 30, yellow for 31 to 40, orange for 41 to 50, and aqua for 51 to 60. 70 beads were prepared, each assigned to one of these bands. The goal wasn't to predict anything. It was simply to visualize randomness in a new way. The first mock draw produced a clear sequence. Green, yellow, orange, orange, aqua, a color pattern, a template. At first, it seemed like nothing more than a coincidence, just one possible arrangement among many. But curiosity encouraged a second draw, and a third, and a fourth. After 30 draws, something stood out, the same color sequence. Not every time, but often enough to raise a question. Why this sequence? Why this corridor of colors? It wasn't a prediction tool. It wasn't a strategy. It was simply a recurring pattern inside a controlled experiment. The next step was to compare the bead experiment to real lottery history. Mega Millions, Powerball, double play, draws sorted in ascending order, then translated into the same color bands. The goal was not to prove anything, only to see whether any similarities existed. The most recent Mega Millions draw, July 17, 2026, produced the numbers 22, 34, 45, 48, and 55. Translated into color bands, the sequence was green, yellow, orange, orange, aqua. This raised a simple question. Was this a one-time coincidence or part of a larger pattern? Looking back through the archives, the same color corridor appeared repeatedly. September 13th, 2025, Powerball. August 13th, 2025, double play. June 3rd, 2024, double play. December 2nd, 2023, Powerball. July 21st, 2023, Mega Millions. October 2nd, 2021, Powerball. March 3rd, 2021, Powerball. February 19th, 2021, Mega Millions. Different years, different games, different jackpot cycles. Yet the same color sequence kept returning. Green, yellow, double orange, aqua. A recurring structure across time. Again, no claims, no predictions, just a pattern that appears more often than expected. Another detail emerged during the review. The bonus ball. Across several draws, the number 14 appeared repeatedly, 5 times in close proximity to the color corridor. It formed a small cluster, independent of the main pattern, but consistently nearby. This didn't prove anything, but it added another layer of curiosity to the analysis. Inside the color corridor, another trio surfaced: 22, 34, and 48. Green, yellow, orange. A three-step progression that showed up across multiple draws, suggesting a smaller repeating structure within the larger one. Again, not a prediction, just a recurrent arrangement worth noting. It's important to be clear, randomness is still randomness. Lottery draws remain unpredictable. Patterns can appear without carrying meaning. But the repetition of this color sequence, first in the bead experiment, then across real lottery draws, raises an interesting question. Why does this particular arrangement appear so often? It may be coincidence. It may be distribution behavior. It may be nothing more than the natural clustering that occurs in large data sets. But it is undeniably a pattern. Sometimes, simple experiments reveal unexpected echoes in real data. A color template created in a cup turned out to be a pattern visible in actual lottery history. Not a strategy, not a system, just a shape worth noticing. Green, yellow, double orange, aqua, a corridor that keeps coming back. In the end, the color bead experiment didn't reveal a formula. It didn't unlock a method, but it did highlight a simple truth. Sometimes, when we look at randomness from a different angle, we notice shapes we weren't expecting. The color template created in a cup, green, yellow, double orange, aqua, turned out to be a sequence that appears across years of real lottery draws. It doesn't predict the future. It doesn't change the odds. But it does remind us that patterns can emerge anywhere, even in places we assume are completely unpredictable. Thanks for watching. Stay curious. And as always, we'll keep an eye on the numbers and the colors behind them.